say we are anticipating this project because, firstly, to do a project here in Punjab, like they say, I have always been attracted to this state because I find the people to be so warm, full of heart, and I love the food.
On this project, what's your personal touch? Something like कि सुज़ैन का इसके अलावा किसी और का नहीं.
तो आपको वेट करके देखना होगा. I can't give you all the beats. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sussanne, is there anything that you would also like to highlight about this project? Since I know that you have really put in your heart and soul, the way you talk about this project is absolutely amazing. Like, I have been doing a lot of events, a lot of real estate projects, but I've never seen someone talk with so much heart and soul about the project, and really shows how much hard work you've put in. I would really like you to share your experience.
So firstly, thank you everyone for taking time to come here and see me talk about my very special project, Horizon Belmont, by the Horizon Group. We as a company, my team and me at Charcoal Project, we have been extremely excited, and I would say we are anticipating this project because, firstly, to do a project here in Punjab, like they say, I have always been attracted to this state because I find the people to be so warm, full of heart, and I love the food, which I'm going to be trying out a lot today. I just feel that everybody is so big-hearted and dildar, and they want to just experience so much that I was almost, I felt almost complimented that they came and asked me to do this. So when we started designing, I wanted to think that not only when I think about interiors or about design, it is not only something that you see with your eyes. To me, what I wanted to create here is a wholesome experience of something that you feel. Like, design in this project is going to be about when you walk in, you're going to be smelling, you're going to be having this fragrance in the air, which we are creating specially from 100% non-allergic, natural oils, and from flowers and certain things, that woods that have been found in the forests around this area. So we will have this very important fragrance that will feel like, oh my God, this is home. That's one. The other thing is that to create a palette of color and of textures and materials that is very unusual to the eye, and creating it with a lot of feeling of quiet luxury. So you have the luxurious feel, but you also have the feeling of like, oh my God, when I'm sitting on this, I can actually feel that I am in this space, and the space is, hugging me. So I want everybody, when they come to this, beautiful Kohinoor towers of ours, to feel that, to feel very special, and to have this excitement, almost like you walk in and you feel like rejuvenated. So, the Horizon Group have been so supportive in all my thoughts, and they're putting in a lot of effort and a lot of resources to make sure that our design reaches its epitome of what we would like to create for you. And I'm so happy to be here in Chandigarh, because I'm going to keep coming back and, God willing, do more and more work, because I just find the city to be so beautiful, so green, and so different from where we are from. So thank you for just being here. And if there's any questions you'd like to ask me about the project, please, welcome to answer your questions.
Can I please have one more mic for Sussanne?
Yeah, please.
So let's start with the media interactions now. Everyone who's here from the media, one by one, can have their questions, and we can just start with this. Anyone who would you'd like to, yeah, Sussanne, please be seated. Yeah, no, please be seated. And anyone from the Horizon Group, would you like to accompany on the directors of the company?
एक माइक मिलेगा एंकर्स मेरा माइक
Is there one more mic?
हेलो सुजान
Hello.
कैसे हैं आप
You're not on.
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हैं?
ऑल वेल अच्छा आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है द चारकोल प्रोजेक्ट मैंने सुना है
जी।
कंसीडर्ड एज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट पॉपुलर डिजाइंस इन इंडिया डिजाइन स्टोर्स इन इंडिया व्हाट कैन वी एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम कोहिनूर प्रोजेक्ट
Kohinoor project is going to be like its name, Kohinoor diamond of our city of Chandigarh. It's going to be extremely, vibrant with its warmth and with the expanse of how we are creating even our space planning. It's not only about just the materials you choose, but it's also the space planning. It's also going to create, these amenities, and we are creating for people to feel extremely welcomed and more, not only as a home, but also, like I said, as a haven for them to just enjoy and absorb. So not only as far as design, and not only as far as your color stories or the concepts, we want to put in more into this project to give it that extra zing in this northern sector. So that's what we have been chatting away and planning for Kohinoor.
Best wishes ma'am और
Thank you.
have achieved the definition of curated interior design. How do you manage this? How do you use emotions and luxury in a combination and use design as a tool?
I think that my biggest gift, I'm thankful to God for that, is that I love what I do, and I think that when I create for a project now, especially like I'm creating for Kohinoor, I think it's so important for me to do everything that is very unique and new. I don't like to repeat things. I don't repeat project designs. So I'm a very big student of the history of art and architecture over the years and over a lifespan with all the various countries and all the various kingdoms, and even in our own country there are so many beautiful concepts that one can pick up from, but it's how you perceive it and put it out there in your own way that makes you unique, right? So I think that that's where our USP is, that we bring out a concept, but the way we perceive it, so we create new India, like the upcoming India of aspiring, amazing humans who love where they live and who want to be surrounded by beauty, So I think that's my note to myself in the back of my head, that let each person who walks into that space feel very, emotionally happy and completely motivated to do better in their lives. So I think that is what I keep.
More power and more strength.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Anyone else who would like to come up with a question?
Sussanne, hi.
Hi.
Artist side from Google Bollywood. I want to ask, what's your favorite place in home and why? What do you do in that time?
My favorite place, like in my own home you're talking about, right? My favorite place actually in my own home is my kitchen.
Okay.
Because I think the kitchen is like the heart of the home. And in my home in Mumbai, I have created a very open kitchen which has glass doors and a very big fat island, because I think that in my home we love cooking, we love making memories in the kitchen. So for me, I think that it depends from each family to family. Some families enjoy a den space or a living space because they play games together. They enjoy having people over to create more memories. So I think each space in a home has a specific kind of it has a role to play. So for me, my favorite role to play is in the kitchen. I mean, as much as I am always working and I'm a very have a lot of important things to do, but my getaway is to hang out and cook bake some cookies, or just roast some chicken or something. So I love the kitchen. Yeah.
and I believe you must have loved the colors of the kitchen so that you can eat good, right? Suzanne, I'll be asking another question with the same time.
Sure.
We Punjabis are loyal, royal, regal, right? We have
Yes.
that status. So how did you manage that thing in the interior for this project?
So I was very careful to understand that, I mean, the northern, especially Punjab, is a state where everybody is really big-hearted, okay? Everybody loves to entertain and loves to kind of like show that how much of love they have through their home, through entertaining their guests or their family. So for me, yes, I kept in mind our palette of color, our even textures, like I said, the motifs that we've picked up on certain things. It has a very strong regal influence by various motifs over the time in architectural language, whether you call it, from the Mughal era, or from even our, from our Renaissance, or from our, Rococo. So I've picked up various countries' regal kind of, palaces and thoughts of how they used to live. And I've made it in our own Indianized comfort, because we also believe in comfort. It's not only about being regal and royal. So I think it's a nice blend that we have achieved. Yeah.
You have done a lot of projects, right?
Yes.
But for this project, what's your personal touch? Something like कि सुजैन का इसके अलावा किसी और का नहीं है.
तो आपको वेट करके देखना होगा. I can't give you all the beats. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else who would like to come up with a question for the project? Anyone?
One more question.
Sure.
I've heard that Zarina, your mother,
Yes.
is an
Yes, she's the biggest influence of me. When I was a 5-year-old child, I used to, in my house, we used to get this Architectural Digest magazine, and in those days there was no internet, and I used to just be for hours looking through these magazines, and I used to tell my mom, one day I want to be in this magazine. So I've always wanted to be in this design world, and I was enamored by how much of choice one can have, when you know the different architectural styles or the interior design styles, and how you can put it together. So my mother is an amazing lady. She also taught me how it's very important as a woman to work and to always be, independent and not only depend on anybody else. So she's touchwood my biggest role model. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your questions. Anyone else? Is there anyone else who would like to come up? Okay, so there's one question I think. Do you want to ask something? Please.
Hello, hi.
पहले तो आपका पंजाब में आने के लिए बहुत स्वागत.
शुक्रिया, thank you.
मैम, पहले आपको यही क्वेश्चन होगा, कैसा लग रहा है आपको पंजाब में आके?
I think it is, when we landed in the morning, it was so green and it was so beautiful that I actually thought that, wherever I come, because you're not used to this. We live in Mumbai, which is a concrete city, So coming to Chandigarh, I felt good. I felt happy, Now I'm going to keep coming back more to experience food, culture, people. So I think each travel makes you know the city more. Yeah.
जी मैम, आपका ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है इसमें क्या यूनिक है जो कुछ और प्रोजेक्ट्स में नहीं होता?
I think that the first thing, like we spoke before, बहुत important है कि we are trying and we are aiming, not trying, but we are going to achieve a wholesome, it's a 5 sense kind of design where it's not only visual, not only what you see, it's how you feel, what you smell, okay, and the environment and what it makes you actually feel as in motivation. So I'm trying to create a design that is not only about visual. So to do that, there's a lot of deep dive into details, into things that a lot of people don't take like don't take interest in. So I think that that's where I want to make this project more special than probably anything that I have done. Yeah.
Thank you.